Hello and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Today we're going to try to find out more about shooting for your stars or your dreams. So it's kind of like a career counseling sort of spread that we're going to do today, and we're going to see what kind of dreams you have and what we should do to help it. All right, so let's take a deep breath in, close our eyes. And now as we exhale and open our eyes, we choose whichever deck really calls to us. All right, let's get to it. Hello, group one. So you picked this one, which was dreams, and you put the pyramid right over here. Okay, so dreams. Believe in yourself and reach for your stars. You have the courage and patience and passion within you to make a difference. When you have a dream, only you have the responsibility to make it real. Dreams are never free. It may take time, energy, and sacrifice to create the reality and life for your dream. But it also takes preparation, determination, and effort. Never compromise or surrender your dreams. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. And here has a little mantra, and it says, I believe in following my dreams. So we're going to just leave her over here, dreaming. Okay, so let's see what kind of cool stuff is happening with what career that you have. So here is what you want in terms of what you find pleasurable, and here is what you're good at. Okay. Here's how we're going to combine them, to join them together, and here is what could help you. Okay. So, let's see, I think I gotta go a little higher so you can see a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So let's do this one bit at a time. So let's think what you want. So you want something where it's kind of want to start fresh, somewhere new, with a new adventure. You want an adventure that's fun. You also want something that would provide you financial stability. You want to feel very sure of yourself, very everything's good for you, and that you're stable. So you will both want something new beginning, and you want stability at the same time. And here we have the Six of Cups, which is a bit of nostalgia for childhood. But I think in here what you really want, it's something that's not overly complicated. It seems like with the Fool here we have this feeling of things that just kind of are really fun, not too serious, definitely not an office job, but more something where you are outside, that it does pay well, but that you could also have fun and you can be creative in something. It also could be something that you've actually wanted when you were a child. It could be a career or a dream that you've been wanting since childhood, but you didn't allow yourself to have it, which is really interesting. So here is what you're really good at. So you have the King of Cups, which is very he's very giving, and he's also very artistic. He's a very artistic king. He's because it comes from that well of emotion. So it's he's emotional, but in happy emotions, and he likes to express himself creatively, artist, writer, poet, that kind of feeling. Here you have the Three of Pentacles, which means you're also really good at dealing with people. You're really good at being a co-worker and helping others. You work well in groups, so that's really important. I'm not very good at working with groups, so I value when somebody else does. So you're really good at working with groups. You're good at motivating others. And here we have like the King of Wands, which is like a pure entrepreneur kind of feeling. It's like he knows he works again, not really in an office environment, but he kind of works by himself. He's definitely a leader. Um, so you're really good at, like, you have that entrepreneurial spirit. You have very, like, you have strong leadership qualities. Just because you have so many kings, you have a lot of leadership qualities in you. You work really well with others. So here, to me, it seems like to combine them both, you need the Chariot, which just means like you kind of have to take action. You you already know what you want. I think it's like all about planning it and moving forward with it. So you kind of have already I think you have the idea of what it is that you want in terms of your career. You know that you don't really seem like you want an office job. You want something that allows you to be more creative, to be more free. But at the same time, you have like the amazing thing about it is that you have this like managerial, you have this entrepreneurial spirit, that you have the ability to have, like, to lead others into battle, no, lead others into the different kind of like thing that you want to do, to you have the ability to lead others to make your dream come true. So you have that. And what here it is, it's like kind of you have to let go. I think you have to let go of your fear, because in this way you have to let go of the fear of like ending something, like of a death, to just like letting go of something that hasn't been serving you. To me, it's like, it's also seen with the king being dead here, like, like, or maybe just lying there taking a nap. To me, it seems like you have to kind of be the one who takes over. Like, you have to be your own king. You have to be the leader now. So it's a fear of being that. But I think if you let it go and if you allow yourself to start fresh, I think you're gonna be very successful. It's like, to me, just the fact that you have the Chariot here, along with all the kings, but like Chariot here, just means like this dream that you have, this path that you have, is definitely going to lead you to success. So yeah. All right, so let's look at all the oracles. Yeah, see, we have the Treasure Island. The Treasure Island means that it's already kind of like there's already a gift out for you. Like, there's a treasure out already, and it's like it's already open, and you don't have to like find the key or find the buried treasure. This is already here for you. So definitely, like, if you're considering starting something new, like where you're starting your own business, or definitely seems like you're starting with your own business, go for it. You have like all the resources here, I definitely think. And here we have the inner beauty. Okay, so inner beauty goddess is like, even as you go forth with all of this, like, just remember to have like a balance too, to allow yourself to like take time for yourself as well. Like, don't just kind of, because especially when you're doing something, when you're starting your own company or you're starting your own project of like your own entrepreneurship kind of thing, you kind of let go of taking care of yourself. And here I think the cards are like saying a little reminder to just say, yes, do take care of yourself. Yeah, and you'll see that a lot of good comes to you. All right, so I want to do another oracle card, and this is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm. Let's see what kind of good stuff. Okay. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. Oh, wow. I actually like that. Integrity and compromise. I think you are the Wise Woman of Wonderland. You are amazing. Like, I think you do have the integrity and you have the ability to compromise. I think you're 100% a leader. So I really want to say that that's what like, I think you're so ready. I mean, if you're worried about it, I think you're ready to go. Now, here's what it said. The wise woman of Wonderland brings integrity in thought, word, and deed. She lets you know that as long as you're in the flow of honesty and being true to your word, that she keeps you under her protection and care. When she appears as an ally, she signals the time when honesty pays off, yielding greater dividends than you expected. You'll be thankful that you remained faithful and loyal to your path. She that you reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Stay true to yourself first and foremost. Although it may appear that you could lose something as a result, you will never lose what is truly yours. I love that. So yes, yeah, I definitely think that like here you're gonna like the fear of death of like going a different route than you're I guess in a way expected to seems really scary, but I love the fact that it's like if you choose it, I think you are going to have many more treasures. Going on your own, starting your own like business seems like that's really good. Being your own boss is what I'm hearing. Like be your own boss. You have it. You have the leadership qualities. You have what it takes to make it succeed. Okay, so let's do a little sprinkle of charms to see because they always highlight something that is like important. So let's look at our sprinkle of charms. Okay, so yes, we have the skull again, and that here means death. Be okay with death. Death is alright. So you have so many wonderful things. Believe in love. I also want to say believe in yourself and believe in like the love of yourself too. We have the little elephant, which is like it's like it's both family, but it's also like working at a steady rate. Like like I hear like the bum 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 bum, and that's kind of like like a steady rate. It's not gonna be overnight, and like here I'm not telling you to go and quit everything, but I definitely wanted to say, or maybe I am, death, accepting the fear of like ending a cycle that like no longer allowing others like to be your boss, like be your own boss. And so I think it like go steady, build a foundation. You have everything that it is, no matter where. It's like I think no matter where you are, you're gonna succeed. You have like love, and it's here. Like maybe you have to care for somebody. It's like it seems like it's there's a little child and thing, so it's a bit scary because maybe you have others that you have to support, but you will succeed. Yeah. So this is something that's important. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Oh, Marilyn Monroe. I actually love that. So basically, also, this is actually really important. So as you go forward into your into all these cool things that you've been wanting to do, as you go into being your own boss, starting your own business, like do dress the part. Like wear the professional suit if you're going to go for a meeting. It's not about, it's like giving yourself confidence, like wear something that gives you that confidence, and that would definitely help. So you have the tree that is actually with all the leaves. That means that there's like it's a good time. This is springtime. This is definitely time for harvesting, and for like going forth. This is a good time for that. And you have the key, so that means that you have the key for success. You have the key to make everything that happens. There is a cat, which means that it is like you are. Here, actually, like usually I would say that there's something hidden about things, like, but to me here it seems like you have some sort of support. You have like support from unexpected places, is what I'm hearing. So I think I'm like really excited for you. I think you're going to be very successful, as you go forth. Definitely like being in your own entrepreneurial, like starting your own business. I think that's where that is the career that I would say for you. You have like, you don't really want to be tied down to a 9 to 5. You want to kind of go somewhere and do your own thing, like kind of create your own hours. Something that you've been dreaming about when you were little. You want, and it should provide, like, you do want the stability, right? That's important to you, but I think you have the ability to create that stability for yourself. Like, this has the potential to grow really well. Yeah, like, to me it seems like the outcome of it all is like very positive. Yeah, like, that's what I would say. It's a very positive outcome. So yeah, so I think that is what we're gonna go with. Alright, thank you so much for watching group 1. Actually, wait, hold on. Sorry, it was like there's something that was missing and not quite right. Oh, I know, sorry. Let me actually do the angel answers. Sorry, it's gonna take a little bit. Okay. It's like, just didn't feel complete yet. Okay, let's see. Kind of success. It's like, you will be successful. I just want to know, like, the path that you need. It's like, success will come out. It's like when you should do it, I think it's like within the next few weeks. Yeah. It's like, I think this is where we could start doing like this path. It's like within the next few weeks, this is all going to start congealing. I really think that, to me, is also that it's really successful. I actually wanted to know if how it's like you have, yeah, seems to me like this will, I think it might take time, but it is very, like, you will have great success in it. Yeah. So, I hope that was helpful, and just know that you have it. Do take care of yourself, though, because I am telling you, most entrepreneurs and people who are working for themselves, they usually forget to take time to take care of themselves. So it's really important that we do take care of our inner beauty, and that's like giving yourself time to take care of yourself by taking, like, spa days or just days where you get to relax. Remember to take weekends off and everything. But your success is like very much there. So if you've been thinking about, like, oh, I really want to go off on my own, and you have ideas and you have like projects that you want to do, and just go for it. Good stuff is happening. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a super wonderful day, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Alright, bye-bye. Hello, group 2. Alright, so we chose the rose quartz pyramid, and we also have creative wonderment. So here's creative wonderment. You are able to bring to fruition something within your imagination that you alone have thought of. Being creative is relaxing and therapeutic, whether it's cooking, sewing, woodshop, photography, writing, or art. Whatever it may be that stimulates your imagination, this is the time for you to create and inspire others. Utilize your skills, take classes, and follow your passion. You will one day have the opportunity to turn your heartfelt creativity into your life work. Create a labor of your love. And your mantra is, I am inspired to be creative. Oh, it's really cool. I love that. Here we go. All right. So here is what you've been desiring. Here is what you're good at. And here is the thing that will bring them forth together. And here's something that you worry about a little bit that kind of can stand in your way a bit of a time. All right, so let's start with these guys. Okay. So what you've been desiring is, I think you've been desiring to choose a different path. You can tell that by the fact that you want something that is like, you're seeing like to go off into the world, to do something in the world. You don't want this to be stuck where you were before. You want to have more freedom of choosing your own path. So you're looking to, here's like the world, and you're looking out into it. You're getting ready to move forward. So you want to, like, to me it seems like you want to travel. You want to travel somewhere. You have the Queen of Swords, and she's a spirit of, like, she's very strong. She's a strong lady. But she's also, like, she also tells the truth a lot of the time. Like, she is, like, not a lot of times. She's actually one of those people that is very blunt and says things. So you like that blunt spirit in her. Like, to, to me it seems like you want to share your truth with the world. Judgment, it means it's like, again, it's like sort of like moving forward, sort of ascending, going to a higher, like, it's new, but it's also higher, like, yeah, you kind of want to move forward. It's like something from the past was not pleasant, and you're like moving forward from it. You're just like rising up and moving towards this new path. It was like before you felt really stuck. I think you felt stuck in your career. You felt like you couldn't actually, you had that kind of like a glass ceiling that you were just kind of hitting against over and over again. You didn't feel like you can be promoted, you could go higher than you were already, and you felt really stuck because of it. You also felt like you couldn't be honest, and now you want to be honest. You like, really share your truth. Okay, so here's what you're really good at. You're a hard worker. You're willing to plant seeds and then watch them grow. So you have that. You have, like, you also are very patient. You're patient with like knowing that things take time. It's just like, you're like, okay, even if things take time, you're willing to put the effort in to make them happen, which is really good. You also have the strength. You're a very strong person. You also like strong, but you're like not strong, like, in a sense where you're just kind of mean, I guess. No, you're like, your strength is a gentle kind of strength. It's a very, like, you have such dignity is what I'm getting. You're a very dignified person. So sorry. So yes, you have this like great, you're very dignified, you're willing to put in the effort, and here you are also extremely giving. You're a very giving person. You have a lot to offer. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. That's gonna like help you combine these two areas, what you want and what you're really good at. And I think that's just really here. It's like, just because it's the Wheel of Fortune, I think it's just gonna come through. I'm gonna say, like, you don't really have to do anything for it. I mean, you have, like, you keep planting your seeds and everything, but like it's just like it's coming to you. It's gonna come for you. It's happening. You don't really have to put all the effort. I maybe, like, here is this, like, the only thing that kind of stands in your way, and here is, and since I'm saying it stands, it's like I think you're a bit afraid of. You're afraid that if you go this route of, like, going off possibly to travel the world, or like it seems like to travel, to go do your own thing here, you're afraid that you won't flourish financially. But it's not true. I think you are naturally, like, it will come to abundance. You are going to have abundance, just because you have, like, this ability to have patience with it. And just plant the seeds. You're actually willing to put the effort in. Okay, so here we have go the distance. That to me seems like it's really true. You have the ability to go the distance. I think it's like here, it's not going to go like overnight, but it is on its way and it's starting, and you have the ability to just keep going forward. But do take action, and I think you're already starting to take action for this project that you've been wanting to do. Oh, yeah, it seems like you're like, you're ready to go. Okay, let's see, we have Divine Feminine. This means that I think you're like, well, that, okay, and domesticity. So you have both of these. They're two like very interesting cards, because this one means like for you to right now take the time to like care for your family. If you want to start a family, I think this definitely supports that this is a good time for it too. Like, it could even be like you can work from home too. And because it's like the Divine Feminine, which is also like she has the ability to make her dreams come true. She's not going to, like, you don't have to, for example, choose career over family or family over career. They have a harmony together. Yeah, especially with you, like, you have both of those abilities. You have you do have that, the Queen of Pentacles, which is like that. You have a very motherly kind of feeling to you. So yes. So if you're worried about that, if you're worried about like, oh, how do I like family versus career, I think you're gonna find a balance for both of them. You might have, like, it seems like motion of some kind. You here, I think it's also something to do with, you have to be honest with yourself about what you want. Yeah, seems to me like you have to be honest about what you want, and you have to be okay, like, changing in that sense. But everything that you want, like this thing is just kind of happening already. Like, it's kind of just going together with it. So you're good. Let's do the an oracle of the hidden realm. I like to see what awesome stuff we have. Okay, let's see what we have for you. The hidden realm. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Metal King. The Metal King. Discipline, armor, boundaries. Okay, so I think that's really kind of cool too. Because it's like you already have the discipline. Maybe you're lacking the boundaries, but you I love how you have like these very feminine energies, but you also have a strong masculine energy too. So that's really cool. But you could tell that because you have strength. You're a very strong person. I think you don't realize it, how strong you are. Because you're so giving, you think that, like, you're not strong, but you are really strong. Okay. The Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When you do, no matter how uncomfortable the task may be, everyone will benefit. He asks you to make sure that you know where you end and another begins. Others' emotions are not yours, no matter how empathetic you may be. Another of the Metal King's messages to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It is a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. Oh, I love that. Yes. Yeah. So maybe you do, like, but I think you are trying to have that kind of boundaries, because the Queen of Swords has a lot of boundaries. Yeah. Oh my God. So as you go forth, especially if you're also working from home and you're having that kind of mixed of like familial obligation and also starting your own kind of like business and possibly working from home, you do have to set boundaries. That's really important. Believe me, I know. So it's really important to have those boundaries. And once you kind of set that up, it's actually really good for everybody involved. It is true. Because then you can thrive, and other people benefit from when you're successful. It's true. Okay, let's do our final oracle, which is the Angel Oracle of Answers. Like, anything else in terms of success? Okay, yeah. Okay, so no, this is good. You're good to go. It says no. So anything else you need to know, it's like you're good to go. No. Okay. So I think you're good. I think you're good. Let's go and do our little sprinkle of chimes. Okay. Actually, no. I'll do this whole thing. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. So be is important. So I think it's like be yourself. I think that's important. All right. So we have a lot of keys. So I think you already know how to go about your new life. Like you have also like the skull, which I think is an end. I do think, and that to me, it's like the end, like with the Wheel of Fortune. I think like this is already kind of happening to you. You're already starting that. You're starting to work from home. You're already, like having to balance both family. But I think you definitely seem to me like you want to kind of go off on your own. Not quite there yet, but I think you have it in you. It's like strength. It seems like you do have that. Okay. You have a lot of, transformation is happening, but it's also like you are being definitely watched over. You have the elephant again. Steady, but surely you're gonna succeed. You also have the horse, which means that there's power. You have a lot of power for this like new adventure that you're going to have. You also have the Disney key, which means this is kind of separate. I always say a wish that you've been wanting that you didn't think was possible is definitely going to come to you soon. You have the feather, which means that you are not fully there. You're not fully there to take flight, but you are on your way. You're starting to, like, this is the beginning. You also have, like, to me, it seems like there's a lot of kid energy around me for you. Like, there's, like family is what I would say, but, like, kind of taking care of, like, others. Like, you think you're a giver and nurturer. So that's really big on your energy. The peacock could be that there's like a little bit of vanity, but for me here, I think it's more like here it's like that you lack vanity in a sense. You do lack kind of a sense of self-esteem. I feel like you always try to please others, and I think here you're gonna have to like and not only please others, but you kind of dim your light for others. Like you're capable of shining much more brightly. Like you have so much more to offer and so much more to give. Like in terms of not like I give others, but like give yourself. Like you really feels like you're a flower that's kind of like still not fully blossom and you're afraid to blossom, but I think you're there. Like if you do, you're like you're really beautiful. Like I could see it just it's like whew, like the world needs you to just be who you are, like this beautiful person, just like to shine the light. It just does. You have great beauty. And it also feels like you will inspire a lot of people with what you do. It's like I feel like that is definitely something that is there. Peace, I think it's like you do always try to keep the peace. I think you always try to keep the peace, but at your own cost. So I think we have to find a way to just for you to like put boundaries up for like for yourself in terms of like career and family. Like okay, here's this, like put those up in like a friendly way of like, and then I think so because it's like the piece of maintaining peace outside is kind of causing your inner peace. And I would rather you have inner peace and I think from that stemming it outward too. So inner peace is very important for you. It seems taking care of yourself is also very important. You have the little cat with the little butterfly, which means you are being guarded and taken care of. So you have a lot of like positive energy around you. To me, with the note here with the angels, it just seems to me like you don't need to worry. I think it's all kind of coming together. It's like it feels to me like you're already on this path already. You've kind of chosen what it is. You've decided to maybe like go a different path, not as like it kind of feels like you're not going with the status quo. You're starting a new path on your own, trying to like, seems to me like you do have big aspirations, and I think that also scares you a little bit because you do have big aspirations. It's like you want to take over the world, in a sense, like you want to you really want to do something like big, like with like that involves being out in the world, like really like big. And I really just know that you have it in you. You have the strength. You have all that you need to get that accomplished. And to me, it already seems like you're on your way. You're already there. You're going the distance. And like, so don't worry. It's there. Just take care of yourself and your boundaries, and like I want to say, like, just you are really strong, and you are very giving, and you have the patience to make it happen. Give yourself the credit that that you deserve. All right, thank you so much, group 2. I hope this was helpful, and if you like it, do please consider giving it a like or a subscribing. I would be grateful. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a super wonderful day. Bye bye. Hello, group 3. So you chose this smoky quartz, and you chose potential. So potential is, your creative and mental powers carry great potential. Your plans to expand your horizons are underway, and everything is progressing steadily. Think and plan outside your limitations, and remain open-minded, as these are more possibilities and opportunities than you can see at this point. This could be a study, a business venture, or travel. Be ready to take on the challenge with the think big attitude. Empower yourself with more development and self-exploration. Mantra: my visions and goals take me beyond my current limitations. Oh, I like that. Okay, so you have big dreams, is what I'm hearing. And that's okay. That's good. All right, so let's go with here is what you are wanting, and here is what you're really good at. And here's how we're going to combine them. And here is what you need to like stop fearing, what's kind of stopping you in a sense. All right, so let's go. So what you are wanting is, you want a new perspective. You want, it's like here it feels like you've been going at something for a really long time, and it just hasn't, you feel like you've been going in circles. And here you want a time out, but also like a shifting in your perspective. You want to see things in a different way. It seems like you also want the Hermit, which is like you feel like you want to, seems to me like you want to study. I think you want to kind of start studying. And here you have this is like determination. You have this like willingness. You're ready to fight for something, which to me is like, here is new perspective. Studying, it's like, to me it seems like you want to go back to school, or like to learn something new. Here's what you're really good at. You're really good at manifestation. Really good at making what you want happen. You have that really strong ability. You also have the Emperor energy, which is also like very logical, very like, you really do, like, you know what you want, and you know how to make it happen. And here we have the Page of Swords, which is also like kind of an energy of like very logical. Again, you have a very like, you're kind of starting out, in a sense, like you have this energy of wanting to learn, but in a very methodical, logical kind of manner. It's interesting to me, because you actually, here it seems like here you have a lot of yang energy, and here you have like yin. You're trying to have more yin here. It's like, because in a sense it seems like you're lacking a little bit of intuition, which I think you're trying to receive here. Like intuition, more of emotional. It's like, there's like not really that many emotional cards in this. It's like you really are very much a logical person, which is not a bad thing. It's actually really good. But you do feel like you do want more introspection, shifting like that. I think you kind of want time to really start having introspection. So I think with the world here as a way to your path, it's like it seems to me like this is just gonna combine both of them. Like you don't really have to do anything. Again, it's just like where you're headed right now. You're just headed for this. I feel like possibly like it also means to me like you might want to travel and like or learn about the world. Seems like yeah, like there's like a lot of stuff that you want to do. You want to like learn, but I think part of this like learning that we recommend is kind of study the world, and if you can travel the world, that would be really good. Here it seems like thing that's blocking you is you might be afraid of actually like really taking like a trip and actually going somewhere. It's like you're a bit afraid of that, but I think if you overcome that fear of like traveling, of going like somewhere else, even here is like seems to me like of going a different route, getting a different perspective of things too. You're afraid of that as well. So interesting. You want it, but you're still afraid of it. Understandably so. Even if, like, let's say you can't travel the world, because not everybody can just like drop and go. Do learn about it. Like, learn about different cultures. Learn about different like totally go crazy with looking at maybe Pinterest and just also like visually like learning, also like taking books out of it about it, maybe some history. I would say it's like you feel like just so you can, because I think you really want that shift in perspective. You want a new a new way of looking at the world, and I think with some kind of like you're looking for knowledge. And so I think that would provide you with it. Like that's a good start. Maybe what you could also do is like start planning a world trip kind of thing. That's what I like to do. I like to plan my potential trips, even if I'm not going to take them for years to come. Because in that process, you're actually going to learn a lot. Okay, so let's look at this here and now. And we also have boundaries with Durga. Okay, so here and now, which even though I said like plan for the future, the here and now means that right now is what's important. So not to focus too much on the past, definitely not the past, and like the future will take care of itself. But so like the important thing is the here and now. Like how can you, so like ask yourself like how can you shift your perspective? How can you allow yourself more time to contemplate things and learn things? I think maybe just signing up yourself for a class. Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, sign yourself up for a class. I think you really want to learn. I think that's something important to you. And then Durga with boundaries. I think also like it feels like, so I think like a lot of people depend on you to make lots of decisions. So like you're kind of like the head of a family in a sense. Like you kind of like a lot of people depend on you. And sometimes you don't have time for your own like contemplation, your own time for you to like really, go inward. I don't think you do. So you're gonna have to start setting some boundaries. That would be really helpful to you. Okay, let's do a hidden realm oracle. That's gonna help us. Like, what else can group 3? Who's ally of group 3? Yeah, it's like these guys are allies. This is interesting. Okay. The word Lord. Oh, are you a writer? Oh, that is so interesting. Oh, yes. Of course, that makes a lot of sense. It goes with the hermit a lot. So maybe you want to actually start writing, but I feel like you might not really believe in yourself as a writer. I'm a writer, so I'm there with you. Do it. Do write. If you're like wanting to write or like do some sort of a thing where it's like writing or like acting or like some sort of artistic creation, go for it. Totally. Okay, so here it is. The word Lord. So the word Lord rules communications of all kinds and lets you know that positive interactions can be expected when he arrives as your ally. He only speaks with positive words and praises all he sees. He reminds you of the laws of abundance and praise. When you bless the world, it blesses you back. When you say affirming, supportive words, they carry on the energy that returns to you in physical form. Remember that each one has power and will resonate into the universe, seeking its reflection in manifested form. Your body responds to praise, as does everything in the world around you. Praise it for its inherent health and beauty. Applaud yourself for everything you do, as even the tiniest accomplishments are important. Praise your bills, give thanks for the service you enjoy, watch the ability to pay them increase as you align with the spirit increasing power. This is also time to remember that powerful practice of affirmations. Write them down and speak them out loud as spiritual exercise. Say it is so and it will be. It is a auspicious sign when the word Lord chooses to be your ally. Woo! That is exciting. Okay. So yes. Oh my God. A fellow writer. That is exciting. So yes, do it. You have it. Like there's a lot of success. Oh, okay. I want to ask what other like guidance or like if there's anything else the answer angels oracle cards have to say to us about this. It's like what other cool stuff. Okay, it says here it is, a year from now. So I think a year from now. So it's gonna take a while, but you're okay with that. You seem like you're kind of so it's not gonna happen overnight that this like being a writer is gonna happen, and believe me, it's not. I've been trying to be a like writer for years. But work at it. Work towards this dream that you have. Keep learning. I think really want to say like take classes as you learn whatever craft that you want to learn. Just keep taking classes, and I think a year from now you're gonna be where you need to be, like already in that new profession and already in that new career. All right, let's look at what the charms have to say to us today. Sprinkle of charms. Sorry. Oh, someone stayed with me. Okay, I can, I will. So exciting. Yes, I know you can and you will. It is there. Your wish is coming true. I know it is. Okay. So you have like little interesting things. The apple, usually to me it's like an apple of temptation, but here I think it might be the apple of learning. Like here's like the apple you give to the teacher. I think here you're going to be learning. You're going to be giving this apple to somebody, to your teacher. Here you have the turtle, which means it's going to be slow, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be like slow but steady, and it's going to be good. You're building good foundations. Here we have the little wheel, like like the little wheel that they have on the cruise ship. But I think to me it seems like you're going towards a new direction, and that's really good for you. It's a good thing that you're going through a new direction. Here you have the Hello Kitty, which actually reminds me of like something with childhood. Seems to me like have fun with like being a kid again. Like this is also a little girl. So I think it has something to do with like, again, I think you did want to, it's kind of similar because I think you wanted to do this when you were a little kid, but you didn't allow yourself to live that dream. Also means like, don't take yourself so seriously. Like be willing to learn, right? Like what you want to do. So just keep going forward with that. Then you have the little cat, which means, again, it's like here it's also time to relax. It's like usually it's like secret or something, but here with the little happy face, it reminds me of cats taking naps. And also just like they're very much, if you've ever watched a cat, they take their time and they enjoy themselves a lot. And by that I mean like they have time to contemplate things. They're not sleeping, they're contemplating things. So yeah, they're actually really thoughtful creatures if you actually look at them. You also have an angel, so it means to me like you are being watched over. And this is actually something that we have a little cross. So I usually think of this is that sometimes you have a tendency to be a bit of a martyr. So it like you with the boundaries here, it makes me think that you kind of ignore your own needs to give to others, because it does feel like like you feel like you need to give them stuff, otherwise like it feels like you don't think that they will love you, or like you need that stuff that you, otherwise you feel like you're not going to be able to, yeah, like you need that approval of others. So be careful of that, and I think you're going to be working on it anyways. And here we have the little pine cone, which right now means to me that you are planting the seed and that you're going to have a big old tree. Well, maybe not the biggest tree, but you're on your way. Next year it's going to be flourishing a lot more. Alright, group 3, that is it for you. I think you're very excited. I hope you do continue to take writing classes, and if you're a writer, please consider looking at Savvy Authors. They have a lot of good classes that are like cheap but really good. So that's a good, I'm gonna actually put it down below so that you see it. I use them and they help me a lot, and I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. It's just that they've really been helping me be a better writer. Okay, so I look forward to reading your book and or any other creative things that you're going to come out with. I'm very excited for you, group 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a super duper wonderful day. And if you liked the video, please consider liking or subscribing. And yes, don't give up on your dreams. You got this. All right, have a great day. Bye bye.